was funny.
Yeah.
Larry, what are you doing on your phone? You've been looking at yourself for the past 30 minutes.
Rowan, I'm going bald, and I love it! I want to look just like Sean Connery from James Bond. My parents told me my great-grandfather Horace went bald, and I'm just following in his footsteps. They tell me I'm getting older every day, and I'm just seeing how much hair I've lost since yesterday.
Larry, you're just 13. Young adults can start losing their hair, but I don't think you are. And you haven't lost any hair since yesterday. That's not how it works.
It doesn't?
No, people often lose their hair over time. Speaking of going bald, I think I know someone who might explain this really well. He's kind of a different sort of thinker, but he's actually really smart.
So you're the Larry I'm always hearing about.
Yes, sir, I am. Rowan's told me a lot about you, too.
Uncle Carl, Larry thinks he's going bald. Actually, he kind of seems to have questions about aging, and I thought that maybe...
You thought your old Uncle Carl was just the person to walk Larry through the golden valley of baldness. Well, Larry, you're in luck. Now, you're not in the bald army yet. However, you're lucky. You get a little older and you'll be follicle-free, just like me and some other great ones. Telly Savalas, The Rock, Bruce Willis, the legendary Sean Connery, Jeff Bezos, Michael Jordan, Gandhi. The list is endless.
Could you explain to Larry how aging works and how you don't go bald overnight?
I'd love to. When I was younger, Larry, I had a full head of hair. Then in college, I noticed that most of it was almost gone. Like some of the ill-informed, I thought this was a bad thing until I realized I could sleep in, get right up before class started, and I wouldn't even waste time combing my hair. Some days I didn't even shower. Well, let's just skip over that, Larry. I also realized since I no longer needed GQ haircuts, I saved a fortune. So I started investing in my late 20s, and that's why I made so much with the investments, Larry, because I saved money on these haircuts. There's other benefits too. Less hair means shorter showers. I also save money on my water bill, Larry. And using less water is good for the environment, or so I'm told. On windy days when they're constantly fixing their hair because it's getting messed up, the wind doesn't slow me down at all now, does it? Also, save time and money another way. Sometimes hair does grow, and it grows on the sides and the back. The good news about this, I can cut my hair myself. Brilliant, right?
Oh wow, Rowan, I can't wait to go bald. I'm going to be rich like Jeff Bezos at Amazon.
All of this is great, Uncle Carl. Larry needs to know all the tips and tricks about going bald, but what about aging? I mean, you're in your 50s.
I feel like I'm in my 20s all over again.
How did that happen? You're very active and you seem like you never want to stop.
Yeah, Uncle Carl, I want to be just like you when I get older.
Take a number, kid. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know how I am. Let's just say active aging takes a lot of work. I wasn't always the picture of health and manliness you see before you now.
You weren't?
Of course not. When I was a young boy, I had a shiny white teeth and I ate all the junk food I can get my hands on.
Oh, I love junk food.
I do too. Then I hit my 30s and I noticed I hadn't really taken care of my teeth that well. They were starting to turn brown. I had a lot of cavities and I even had 3 root canals. My wife Lisa got tired of all the dental bills and she made me take care of my teeth. Even without all that junk food, still decay a little as you get older. So we really need to take care of them as we get older. Now my teeth may not be perfect, but I brush, floss, and rinse them every day. They feel great, and as long as Lisa and the dentist are happy with them, so am I.
That's great advice on active aging, Uncle Carl.
You have to exercise throughout your life too. That was another problem I had.
Yeah, my parents go for a walk every night. Sometimes I go with them, if Rowan and I aren't gaming.
When I started working full-time, I didn't think I had time to exercise. I had time to eat at lunch and breakfast and dinner though. So that basically is all I did. Work, eat. I'd put a little sleep in there too. Let's just say I put on a lot of weight and it wasn't very healthy. Lisa made me go to the doctor and it turned out I was really overweight and I had high blood pressure. You see, boys, as you get older, your bodies slow down a little. It doesn't break down food the way it did when I was younger. So I started to exercise regularly. I took it slow at first. Lisa helped me eat better foods too. And that is how I became an Arnold Schwarzenegger-like specimen that you see before you today.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? Isn't he that one guy that makes those weird videos on YouTube?
Maybe now he does, but when I was your age, he was one of the biggest, coolest action stars around. Speaking of YouTube, we talked a lot about what happens to our bodies physically when we actively age. What about mentally?
Oh yeah, Uncle Carl. What do you do to keep your mind sharp?
Well, I read a lot. I play brain games on my phone. I still play tennis. Well, ping pong, and Lisa keeps our social calendar very, very busy. Doing all that is a great way to stay active as we age. There's a saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. What do you boys say that we get a hamburger or something?
Okay, but maybe instead of fries, we can get some fruit.
And instead of soda, we can drink water.
Sounds good to me.